Libra, the outsiders. What is up? What is cracking? It's your girl Ash. All right, Libras. So, yeah. What's up? I'm gonna be doing some channel messages. Some of you guys might be connected to a Cancer. Some of you might be having Cancer in your chart. I am not a psychic, right? But I feel like all my messages go along with each other. So feel free to watch all the videos. Okay, feel free to watch the last video, which was the Cancer video. To piggyback off of the Cancer video, we were talking about a movie called Fast Color that I'm currently watching. So I just roll the dice, and whatever number I land on is the minute that I talk about in the movie that's connected to this message. All right. So in the last message, I was just basically talking about a woman that has been on the run, not literally on the run, but on the run from somebody. Okay. I feel like she's on the run from maybe multiple people as well, and she's like a younger woman, and she's basically at this cafe, and then she's having a conversation with this man, and this man is basically talking to her, asking her questions about herself, and he's kind of looks like a everyday man, a man, right? And he's telling her how he has children and he's married, basically, trying to make her feel safe, okay? And he could tell that, she's thirsty. Right? Thirsty meaning thirsty for water, thirsty for something to drink. Also, she's tired. She needs to be replenished. Okay. And the reason why I got that is because somebody was getting drained physically and spiritually by someone, something, or it was a sign that someone or something was like physically or mentally draining, spiritually draining someone, or trying to drain them, keep them drained. Okay. Also something dealing with the drain faucet drain. The reason why I say that is because in the movie, basically there is like no water, like it hasn't rained. And that also reminds me of Elijah, right? The prophet Elijah, where the rain has stopped. And basically, I forgot who was it, the woman had all of the prophets killed, or they supposed to have all of the prophets killed so they could say that they like the main prophet. I don't know. I don't really know the story. Don't really know much about it. But this is what I'm kind of picking up, right? So that's dealing with Elijah, okay, where it wasn't raining. But I do remember that it was maybe a crow or something like that, a crow or a raven that always came to Elijah to bring him food. So it's kind of like this woman, I believe, throughout this movie called Fast Color, is that no matter how many times that she maybe fell and like couldn't find food, couldn't find shelter, couldn't find help, it was always something that came in through a person, right? Maybe through an angel, right? When you think about a raven, you think about a bird, you think about also angels, angel wings, they come. And like God always says, if I can feed the animals, I will always feed you. So in this movie, basically with this girl, somebody will always feed her. She would always be okay, even though it looked like she wasn't going to be okay, or it looked like she was going to run out of money, or it looked like she was going to run out of food. She was always okay. Okay, so it's something about that. But it's also something about the rain, the faucet. So in this movie, basically, it hasn't rained in over a long time. And basically, since it hasn't rained, everybody's going up on the water. I was also talking about the water being not good, right? Or looking for good water, looking for clean water, looking for fresh water as well. So yeah, it's something about that. But um yeah. So yeah, okay. It's something about that. So in the beginning, basically that's what they're talking about in this message or in this movie. So it's something dealing with the Libra. The Libra is the scales, balancing out, maybe balancing out good and evil. Okay, here. It's also talking about maybe temptation. Okay, so the she took like this coffee from the man, and she allowed the man to buy her coffee, but he was not a good man. He was a man that was honestly just trying to be there to set her up or to study her. This man was actually a scientist. Okay, so it's something about that. Okay, so in the last minute, it's basically somebody that saying they mean good, but they don't mean well for another person. And they are taking advantage of another person because maybe they don't have some type of resource. Okay, they may not have a food resource, they may not have a home resource, um or they may just take advantage of a person because they have the resources to do so. Okay, so it's something about that. Yeah, it's something about that. And it's something dealing with the the world, maybe even the justice system. Okay, since I'm getting Libra, okay, but it's like the channel message is no one knows. So that might deal with something here about no one knows. Okay. Um, all right, let's pull something else. Sorry, y'all. Um, I know I just be all over the place, but hey, something might resonate. And something might resonate. You know, you look up certain things and it may just resonate. But I'm getting this off the movie Fast Color. So, what do we have? Angelic realms, seventh and ninth dimension. So something about the angelic realms here. Okay, angelic realms. Something dealing with angels. Like I said, in 1 minute inside of the movie, they're talking about, okay, the world is gonna die, yada yada yada. We're just talking about, story time. We're talking about make believe. So the woman is saying, okay, the world is gonna die. We can feel it. I can feel it. It hasn't rained in I don't know how many days, and water is so expensive. This, that, and the other. Let me see. Um,
The well is dried up.
the
We can't
whales.
grow our own food anymore. It's gotten harder for us to stay in hiding.
Okay, so the woman is talking about the wells is dried up. They can't produce any food because if it's not raining, then that affects the farmers, and then with that affecting the farmers, basically that is affecting people being able to eat. And she says that affects us from hiding, how we can't hide anymore. Okay, so someone here is trying to hide. All right, maybe that connects to no one knows as well. Someone here is in hiding, or a group of people are in hiding, or this is what they do. They hide, but it's getting hard for them to hide. And just like this man that is offering this woman help, he knows who she is, but like I said, she doesn't know that he knows who she is. So that's kind of like the energy. Maybe someone is finding out the truth about another person, or about a group of people, or about something. Okay, as well. Maybe this has something to deal with the seventh and the ninth dimension. What is the seventh and the ninth dimension? I'm not really fucking sure. Okay, let's see. Let's see really quick. Seventh and ninth dimensions, um, often discussed in context of consciousness and structure of the universe. Okay, the seventh dimension allows for different possible worlds, each with unique initial conditions representing all possible universes that could have existed since the Big Bang. So it's something about um different possible different worlds coming together or colliding, or this has happened since the big bang, or something about the Big Bang. Okay, the ninth dimension encompasses all possible universes with different laws of physics and initial conditions, allowing for exploitation of all possible histories and futures. So this is something about the past and the future. This is something about, right, the past and the future, but the ninth dimension, the realm is combining worlds. Okay. Yeah. This is some deep stuff. Okay. Alrighty. Um, so yeah. Something about that. Something about that. um, yeah. Alrighty. So something about that. Um, let's see. All right. I don't know. We have reconsider here. All right. Mm. Now, in the first part of this movie as well, when the woman is talking in 1 minute, all right, it it is talking about how she's like, my daughter, which is the one that ran off. She's like, my daughter is out there all alone. I know she's struggling right now. I wish I would have did something better, handled something better, da 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 da. So somebody could be reconsidering something, okay? Or wondering about something. When you reconsidering something, something is always playing in your brain, in your head, how this should have went, or how it could have went, or how it yeah, should have went. We have artificial intelligence here. So something about artificial intelligence, okay, AI. Somebody might be reconsidering AI or asking more questions about AI, or yeah. Oh my god, how today just resonates. Okay, so what's popping in my brain is a video I watched earlier today about laboratory meats, or 3D meats, or 3D food that's not really food, or something like that. So this might have something to deal with artificial intelligence. I know I see a lot of people all the time. They make their videos of them like having a whole bunch of food in their car or something like that, but it's not really food. It's just a visual, right? It's not real. It's just a visual of it. It makes you think that it's real, but it's not. So it's something like that. It's something like also now you see me, now you don't. Okay, I'm getting that movie. All right, some of you guys have watched Now You See Me, Now You Don't, or you need to watch the part two, Now You See Me, Now You Don't too. Okay, and basically, and Now You See Me, Now You Don't, it's about, you know, how all these people are sitting here watching this magic show, and this brings me to the vampire movie on Netflix, the TV show, okay, where the girl was Birdie and she had to just be the bird all the time on this thing, and they were all vampires and they was like eating people or whatever. Okay, so something about something looks real, but it's not. And then if we're relating it to the vampire thing, something that looks real but they wanted to look fake, like a acting, but it's actually real. I know that's like crazy, right? So it's like you're going to this play, like, and the play is about vampires, and it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, I'm biting the girl and turning her to a vampire, but it's just a play, and all the audience, they don't scream, they not panicking or anything, because they think it's fake. The whole time it's real, they are actually eating this woman. So it's something about that. So yeah, something about that. All right. Um, somebody is very clever. Also, something dealing with a smartphone. Okay, dealing with phones. Okay, something about reconsidering phones or reconsidering some type of technology. Okay, or basically, technology has something to deal with the seventh and the ninth dimensions, the spiritual realm. Okay, so I know this may not make sense, but it may make sense to somebody. And yeah, and maybe Libra, y'all are connected to the spiritual realm. Some of you guys might be Elijah. Some of y'all names might be Elijah. Maybe your children names is Elijah. Maybe you are the mother that's telling the story, that is the narrator, that is thinking about the person that is out there that someone else is trying to get, or you are the people that are hiding or whatever, or something is being hard to hide anymore, or you are the girl that's out on a run that somebody knows who she is, but whole time she don't know that they know who she is, because yeah, they don't know. Or you could be the man that is being the manipulator and manipulating the situation to go in their favor because they know that they have the upper hand in a certain situation, because they know all this person's secrets and business and life. So yeah, something like that. All right, peace. Oh God.